All right, Monday Night Football here. Indianapolis and Baltimore next weekend. Carson Wentz and the Colts finally pick up a victory. Baltimore looks like they're back to their winning ways. 7s across the board, which I think is a little bit high, but I see where it's coming from. You had a nice 300-yard performance out of Lamar Jackson. I trust that offense more than I do Indianapolis, not because I don't think Wentz is a good quarterback or they can't stand up. There's just not as many explosive plays that you need to win football games against good football teams on the road. You can get away with the way the Colts played against the Miami Dolphins. You can't necessarily get away with it with the Baltimore Ravens, as the Colts' nightmarish schedule continues for the most part here, playing just about every 10-bell team you possibly can while they're injured. Now you're going to get the Baltimore Ravens healthy. You saw what happens when they're actually healthy, not on the COVID list. They played a good football game against a good Denver team in Denver. Now they come back home, where last time we saw them at home, they beat the Kansas City Chiefs. 47 as a total. Seems about right as well. Let's wait for some injury information to come back later this week. Quentin Nelson probably going to miss another week, so not the greatest helping moment. But Carson Wentz will get healthier. And the Colts and Frank Reich, one of my favorite play callers in the NFL. Seems like a good Monday Night Football game, but 7 feels fair and 47 also feels fair here.
Yeah, and then the 20.5 at plus 105. So again, you can get a Colts team total under 20. It's a Ravens defense played much better yesterday, obviously, and
healthy.
And they benefited from getting to play Drew Lock for a while. So that's always nice when Drew Lock's on the field. It's easy to look good when you're playing against Drew Lock, who's just an absolute can. I like to say that about pitchers. Drew Lock is a can. He's just an absolute can. But yeah, tough. You got to see the Colts injury report this week, right? Because they're just such a banged up team, and we don't know who's going to be healthy on that defensive side of the ball. And Quentin Nelson, of course, you want to have your full offensive line intact when playing against Baltimore. Yeah, I would lean Baltimore early in the week. I'm going to keep an eye on that Colts team total. If I get it under 20, I might be interested in that on Monday Night Football as well. And get ready for all the in the Baltimore Colts marching band stories and all the history here of the Colts moving from one city to the next. You're going to see a lot of that. I'm sure that'll be featured on ESPN before the game. It's actually a pretty interesting documentary, that Baltimore Colts marching band.
They left in the middle of the night.
How they left in the middle of the night. Yeah, it's an interesting little 30 for 30 or whatever the hell that was. But right now I lean Baltimore early in the week. But the way I might approach this, and of course we have a ways to go, that Colts team total under 20 might be calling my name for a little bit of pain.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in that. But that's a nice weekend here. Look at that. Nice hour show as we wrap up, talking about some opening lines here. I think it's a pretty good card this week. I like a lot more team totals initially in the first part of the week than I did last week. So we'll see how it goes throughout the week. We do have a Monday Night Football game to get to tonight. And just a couple plays. Don't love the game per se by side, but I do have a small price on that team total over 23 for the Raiders at a minus 150. But I'm in on all those odds boosts that we went over to start the show. And again, that plus 490 where Herbert and Carr, 1+ touchdown passes in both halves. I'm on that as well. So I'm going to have some fun tonight watching this game. And it should be an enjoyable game. Two good offenses getting together out there in L.A., Kyle.
Yep, I would be rooting on the obviously I'll be rooting on the Chargers so that I can beat Donnie. All of Donnie's fans will be rooting for the Raiders so I can have another humiliating week and be 2-4. I mean, I know that's what everyone wants here. Keenan Allen over 82.5 yards receiving. I like the Derek Carr 1 touchdown per half boosted to plus 200 as opposed to over 2 touchdown over 1.5 at minus 182. Just makes a ton of sense. I did a little sprinkle in that Derek Carr rushing prop too, and I like Mike Williams to get a touchdown tonight as well.
All right, boys, that'll wrap it up here for the Monday night show. And hey, we do it each and every time. Let's set the schedule for the weekend, Kyle. Opening lines on Monday, key show on Thursday, Sunday NFL kickoff on Sunday. We do it up right here at sportsbookreview.com. So thanks again for tuning in to the opening line show here on Monday. I'm Donnie RightSide along with Kyle Purviance, and we are the sportsbookreview.com NFL team. This was your show for Monday, and as always, good luck on those wagers.